Sweetie, how do you feel that every man on this panel has the inheritance that you can pass down to your kids?
Wait,
All
what?
of us has babyless T-liners. I'm just playing with you, bro.
No, I was waiting on the question. Like, what do you mean? I thought
I
I'm
just, I, think,
sure you're going
I feel
somewhere with
like
that, or you just joking.
I feel like I want to take Louis' side. I think we need to redefine what inheritance is. I think we have the power to do that as man. Like, if I feel like is more value in a recipe or a source code or whatever it is, whatever profession you're in, that can continue to make money, regardless if you have any physical material or tangible uh whatever. I think that can be also an asset.
But it is an asset, Darwin. So when you say things like recipe, like the Coca-Cola recipe that's locked in the safe, when you say things like source code, that is something that you can. So you guys got to understand something. An asset is something you can sell, ladies and gentlemen. It's something that you can sell. So when you ask the question, and that's why I threw up the picture, Jared, I don't know if you can see it or if you can share it. That right there is one of my that's a business, one of my first business. I started that in 2001, about 23 years ago. That's Christian's Barber and Braid Studio. I kind of made up that name because it was me, it was my girl's. The first part, her name was Chris, and my name was Shan, so I just call it Christian. I don't cut hair. I don't have a barber's license, but I sure had a 10-station barbershop with a 5-station salon in the back, and I made money with that joint. So you can take it down, JR. That's an old photo. That's just something. That's just a business I had. Now the question that Darwin asked Sweeney is, if you had taught your son how to cut hair versus giving him some clippers, Sweeney tried to swing it back. Which one is more valuable? Because that's really the best question to ask. But if you say which one is an asset, the clippers are the asset, not the knowledge. The clippers are the asset. I don't cut hair, and you don't have to teach me how to cut hair, but I own a barbershop, and I can take that barbershop and sell it, or I can give it to my children. Remember, an asset is something that you can sell. Knowledge technically is not an asset. I know it sounds crazy to hear, but it's technically not an asset. Now, what it does is the knowledge protects your assets. The knowledge allows you to double your assets. The knowledge allows you to make more money,
maintain your
to make
assets.
sure that you don't lose your assets.
Right.
But the knowledge itself, you can't sell it. I can't sell you guys what I know.
That's not true.
I can sell you what I can do, but I can't sell you what's in my brain.
Yes, you can. Ebooks, courses, classes.
No, I'll be selling the ebook. You're buying the ebook, and then with that, that's a.
Get his point. You may not know how to use it right. He could write it all down for you. If you're not, if you're not here,
the knowledge. That's the point. That's the knowledge that I'm selling is the recipe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm selling you the recipe. So we got to be clear about, and I know this is more of a semantics conversation that we're having because it's a little past 10 and we get ready to go. But you guys got to be clear when we can't redefine things. I know sometimes we want to redefine words to make our points make sense, but generational wealth, by and large, means that I have something to give my children. I have something to give them, not to teach them, not to show them, not to give them game to protect, but I have to have something to actually give them. If I am broke and homeless with nothing but the clothes on my back and I live under the freeway, but I got game, I ain't got no fucking generational wealth for my kids if they come see me under the freeway. Just because I'm talking to them and telling them shit, that's not the generational wealth. I have to have something to give them.
Yeah, and then also even like to use the Coca-Cola reference. Somebody can give me that Coca-Cola reference. I mean, that Coca-Cola recipe right now. Now, granted, if you take away the fact that I can resell it to another company and get money out of it, but let's say they just gave it to me, that shit is useless to me. Outside of me being able to read, it's literally useless to me because I cannot recreate and do what they did with that, because I don't have the facilities to create it. I don't have the equipment.
Materials.
So the only thing I would be able to do is take what they taught me how to make. They taught me how to make Coca-Cola, and the only thing I could do is give it to another motherfucker that got the ability to make Coca-Cola.
Or you can use a certain percentage of your brain to go learn how to make it yourself.
Your inability to capitalize on an asset doesn't make it any more or less an asset just because you don't know how to capitalize over it.
That's a you problem.
But what he's saying is that it's still an asset.
Knowledge
that doesn't mean it. Knowledge. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't agree in any capacity that knowledge is not an asset. Like, if it retains value or increases in value, it's an asset.
Okay, knowledge is not wealth unless it's applied successfully. You could have the knowledge to do something, and if it's not applied successfully, it's just knowledge.
Well, and Kenny, I understand that, but I like you said, you'll get up and go guy. Sweeney's a sit on your ass guy. Okay, so he don't want to get up and go.
Wait, hold on.
They didn't burn the libraries in Alexandria.
I'm not taking that bullshit. I get up and work my ass to the bone every single day. I don't take those type of
slaves from reading. They didn't stop slaves from reading.
You gotta stall me out, bro.
He's trying to go viral.
You gotta stall me out. You gotta stall me out, Hank. I know every last one of us is men on this panel. Get up and grind every single day.
I got you.
Respect my gangster.
I don't think you're money like that.
Sweeney clocks in every day. I got you.
So that's like when you come into town, I'm gonna fuck your head up. I'm fucking your head up when you come get your hair cut by me. I'm putting a line right across the middle of that motherfucker. You ain't gonna have no hairline.
Dang.
Sweeney, do you see?
Like, it ain't valuable, huh? I'm gonna show you.
Shit, he ain't got no hairline already.
Sweeney, do you see where I was going with that?
You see
that? I see where you're going with it, bro.
Yeah, because like I said, I understand that some people just want to go to work, come back, be with their family, and I understand it. Money doesn't really make you happy, right? There's certain countries you can go to, and everybody's living just off the land, and they happier than we are, happier than we'll ever be. So I understand that the wealth doesn't make you happy, right? But in this environment where we are, it's very different, and there's a separation going on. And a lot of people not even paying attention to what's happening. But there's a separation going on. That pesky old middle class is going to be out of here. So I'll tell you like I told my kids, you going to have to pick a side. You either want to be broke or you're going to be wealthy. But there ain't going to be no in the middle. If you see, like, it shouldn't be 66% or whatever. I know it's at least close to that. 66% of Americans that are living check to check. That ain't real life. We shouldn't have to wait on a check to say, damn, all right, what bill am I about to pay right now? Damn. Like, that's right there causes unnecessary stress. It's even bad for your health. That's not how you want to live. You want to be comfortable, and you want those opportunities for your children. And that's the only reason why I encourage people to strive for as much as they possibly can, because that's the only way it's going to be survival at this point. Because I promise you, if anybody who's paying close attention to the financial trends, they understand that you have to make a choice. Pick a side. You want to be wealthy or you want to be broke, because there ain't going to be nothing in between.
That's good stuff, man.
Now, yeah, I ain't mad at you on that one. Now, living paycheck to paycheck in this traditional sense where you can the amount of money that you bring in can literally only take care of your essentials, and I would assume the essentials is eat and house, right? I agree with you. However, I do know that when a lot of people speak about living paycheck to paycheck, they mean that every dollar is accounted for. You know what I mean? They have, this is where I put my money towards for my savings account. This part of my money going towards my retirement. This part is going towards the mortgage. This part is going towards that. So by the end of the month, like Hank said, when they checkbook balances out, every dollar is accounted for. That's how I look at paycheck to paycheck.
Well, yeah, but you got a lot of people living above their means.
Included in that information is most Americans also can't afford an unexpected expense over $1,000. That's also
That is true, though. That is true. But I think that has a lot more implications than the fact that people are bad with their money. I think that's, you know what I mean. When you talking about you got McDonald's right now looking at people like, oh shit, maybe we raised our prices too high.